difficult to diagnose this vehicle, and we found out that the ECU is shorting one of the fuse to ground. So anytime you replace the fuse, it blows. So I'm now going to clone it. This is the original ECU, and this is the donor ECU that I'm about to clone. So with the autel, you go to expert option, and normally if you want to get the diagram, you have to go to engine. Sorry, let me go back. Engine, then you go to clone data, or you go to wiring diagram. So with the wiring diagram, they will ask you if it is with on bench or this. So with this one, you select on bench, then you select the ECU that I'm doing is ME9.7. So let me do this, and this is the pin from the ME9.7. So I'm using this adapter from autel. So what I'll do is I'll go back, and read the ECU information so that I can get the key and the VIN number and everything. So it makes it easier for me to read. So normally what I advise clients to do is, after doing the read and getting the data, just when the ECU is not totally dead, so machine is able to communicate with it. So after reading and getting the data, I will advise to do a coding backup, so that when you are done writing the data, you can also do a coding backup. So you can see the VIN number and initialization active, all this. So with this one, I'm not going to renew the ECU, so you can see the keys in it. So click on OK and save it. Okay, then let me do the backup. So it's on bench, and I'm not using Gymbox. Okay, so the backup is also done successfully. So after doing the backup, now I have to go back and connect the donor one. So I'll do that and bring you back. So with this, now I've connected the donor ECU. So what I'll do is, let me first, with my device is connected already, so let me do the read ECU information first. Then I'll save this one in case I have to restore it to factory, back to factory, or back to the original ECU. So let me check my wiring. So after a while, I changed I was not having communication with this adapter, so I changed it to this adapter, and I used the 120 ohm, because the autel diagram showed me that I should add 120 ohms resistor to it. So let me go and do the reading, see if it will be successful. So we wait for it to read. It's taking longer than it should, and it is back on. So you can see this ECU looks like they've worked on it. They've already virginized it. So you can see the personalized is no and the active is no. So what I'm now going to do is, you can also see the VIN number. So now what I'm going to do is, let me click on OK, yes, and save that ECU data. So it saves with the VIN number also. So you can remember 62, and with this one I don't need to renew the ECU, but let me do that because the ECU is already renewed. and you can see initialization and activation is already on no, whilst with the other one all of them were yes. So I'll wait for it to finish reading, or I'll wait for the machine to communicate with it, then I write the other data onto it, the ECU information onto it. Okay. So then that means I should have cancelled it because the ECU is already renewed, so I didn't need to do all this process. So this function is complete successfully. So let me do the read again. So that I'll verify. Then from there I do the personalization and activation and other things. Write the VIN also to it and write the backup code that I did. It's taking time, but I'll give you that option because of the VCI I'm using. So I'll wait for it to finish. Yeah, you can see still the same thing. So let me go. Okay, no, I'm not saving the data. Let me go back. Let me write the data onto it, which is the other ECU. It's only support VCI. So let me find for my cable and connect it to the cable. So with this one, anytime you connect the cable, you have to turn off the Bluetooth, and you can see now it has turned on green, which shows that the cable has been connected successfully. Let me go to, so you follow. Yes. No, I'm not using Jambox. So it's now going to check one or two things. And wait for it to communicate so that I'll select the file that I want to write with. So there is the see it. Okay, so now it's asking for the file that I want to write with. So let's check the date, today's date, and it can be this and it can be that. So if you check the VIN number, you can see the donor one ends with 6562 and the original one ends with 35181, and you can see 3581 and you can see 3581. I read it 3 times, so I can choose any of them, but first I'll choose, and also the date and the time correspond. So I'll choose this one. Are you sure you want to select this here? Okay, so I'll let it load. So if you can see loading, the personalized, the activated is yes, and you can see the VIN number. So it is going to write the VIN number and all those ones into it. So what I need to do is to wait for it to finish it, then I write the backup that I saved. So I'll wait for this one to finish writing the data that is writing onto it. Then I go to backup data, backup coding, so that I can write the coding onto the ECU, then place it on the vehicle and see the other fault code that will come up. So writing successfully, succeed writing. So now I have to write coding because I have a backup coding already. So let me write the coding. Okay, it's on bench and I'm not using Jambox. So when you check the dates and the time, so you can see the VIN number, and I'm going to select this and click on OK. Yeah, there is the VIN number that I'm writing. So yeah, writing code is complete. So I'm done with this. Let me go back, and to verify everything I can shut it down and restart the system, but let me do the read and see that when I do read I'll have the personalized to be active, to be yes, and activated also to be yes. If it is not yes, I'll use the machine to do it yes. But the important thing is the VIN. I have to make sure that the VIN is matching. So if you can see now, the VIN has changed successfully. 3581, the VIN has changed successfully, and the activated is the only thing which is not yes. So let me go. No, I don't want to save it. So I'll go and place it on the vehicle and do the necessary. I don't know why it's not responding. Go back. Oh, let me close everything and start again, because I don't know why it doesn't want to respond to. Yes, loading, please wait. The machine is stuck. So I really can't tell why it wasn't able to communicate to the other machine, other device. So now let me close and reopen it again. And even that will help me. So the machine has shut down and now it is back online. So let me go to accept Mercedes-Benz expert option, ECU, read information. So with activation, you can choose to do it on the vehicle or on bench. But now let me reread it again. If I read and everything is okay, I just go and place it on it. So I'll just wait for it to finish reading, and you can see I'm having the original VIN number in it. Then okay, no, yes. So let me go to activate ECU. Okay, this function is only performed when installed. Oh, what do you when engine is installed into the vehicle and electronic function is popular? Okay, so I'll stop from here. When it comes, I'll not follow any other instructions. So let me go to the vehicle and place and set everything on the vehicle, then I'll continue from there and I'll bring you guys back. So now the ignition is on. So let me just take it.
You want taking money back. I lose money for this kind of thing. I can't do the thing they do something. You want to show us how he did it now?
So now the activation is done successfully. Master, I need battery. So after doing that, now this is the only fault code that I'm having in it. So what I'll do is just go back and erase the fault code, then try and start the vehicle, fix everything and try and start the vehicle. Now the engine is running perfect. The engine is running, but it's not perfect, so I'll diagnose and see why it's not running okay.